Alright guys, today's day 2 of the RV remodel. I'm gonna just be taking off the decals, these old green stripes and stuff that are all along the sides of it. They're gonna go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make custom decals that are that one Millennial and plaster them on the sides and on the back and that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty excited about it. Let's get started. I started doing all this yesterday and I didn't really explain anything I was doing. So if there's anyone out there who is considering taking decals off of anything, these are the tools that you'll need to make sure that you can get the job done correctly. You can buy these little glass scrapers. There's a couple different sizes. I started off with this one here. Just a little guy, I think it was like $1.50 and it came with 5 extra blades. $1.97 actually. For bigger areas, I picked up one of these guys. It's a glass and tile scraper. This was I think $3. The most important thing that you'll need to take vinyl off of anything is some kind of heat source. So I've got a little Harbor Freight heat gun here. I honestly think that a hairdryer would probably work better because it's not as hot. And the last thing that I think is absolutely crucial to being successful in this project is some shop towels and goof off. I think it was like $6 for this and $1 something for this. So this whole project just to get the vinyl off is gonna cost me about $30 I think of materials total. I already had the heat gun. Heat gun's 15, so 45 if you count the heat gun. So just real quick, I wanted to walk you through my workstation. This is what I drag next to me when I'm peeling vinyl off of anything. I just take a trash can, put a board over the top of it. That way you have somewhere to throw out all the pieces you're pulling off and not putting them on the ground. All right, so the trick is to get an edge peeled up first. Once you get a corner of one of these peeled up, then what you want to do is hit it with heat all up and down it for a good 10 seconds, and then really you're just going to be pulling it back and peeling it off the door. It's really not complicated. It's extremely easy. If you go too fast though, you will rip the vinyl, and so you'll have to just use your straight edge and your scraper and get another edge up. So let's see if I can get this piece all off in one. If not, then I'll show you what I do if I rip it. So got an edge peeled up, use my heat gun, and really kind of make sure you keep it moving. You don't want it to stay stagnant in one spot. Now, once I have all of the vinyl off, and you'll see there's like glue spots. I don't know if you can see that from there, but there's glue spots on here. This is when I'll take my goof off. I usually let it sit for a couple of seconds to kind of soak into the glue, and then now, if the goof off is doing its job and there is residue left on, you'll get these like big, nasty, slimy boogers that are just leftover glue from the vinyl. Good vinyl won't leave this on there, or at least my opinion of what good vinyl is. Crummy, cheap vinyl will leave these nasty boogers all over. I always recommend going over anywhere that you did take vinyl off with a razor blade and goof off just to get any of that last goo off, because that goo will collect dirt and then you'll see those lines that where your vinyl used to be a lot easier. Also, another trick or tip, when you get these boogers on your razor blade, I use a napkin to wipe it off, but wipe like this against your napkin. I grabbed the blade like this yesterday and went like that and nearly slit my finger open.